Hi and welcome along to AFTV. We are here for the starting 11. Big game today. Arsenal visiting Norwich at Carrow Road. You would have noticed I'm here. I didn't make the trip today. They've been bugging me, right? Those guys, Cecil, James, they've been bugging me. They were supposed to have done the Leeds game, right? But obviously because they were out with COVID, I said, well, and I'll tell you, I enjoyed that trip. It was brilliant. But they've been bugging me so much that, you know what I mean, they got the Norwich trip, so those guys, they're on their way up there at the moment. I think they're actually there now. And we're looking forward to the game today. Huge game for Arsenal. You may be saying to yourself, what, Norwich, huge game? In the context of where we are, in the context of the fact that there's a lot of teams, games postponed, the context that we're going into, well, not going into, Christmas has gone and we are in the top 4. We want to maintain that place, and an away trip to the bottom club in the league, that is a must-win game for Arsenal. So the pressure's on Arsenal today to get the result. So joining me, I've got Turkish, of course.
Yes.
And Laurie's there, my brother, in the building. We're waiting on Lee Judges. We can't find him at the moment. I know it's Boxing Day. I don't know, maybe he's lean up from last night.
Or maybe his Lambo got caught in the traffic. I reckon you need to discipline him, man.
You know, on my way here, to be fair, man, there was a load of traffic because Tottenham were playing, innit?
Oh, yeah.
So there was loads
Let's
of...
hope they didn't catch him then.
yeah, you know what? Because you know what? The train he comes in on, where he lives, is like a proper Tottenham area.
Yeah.
Right? And the train. Hey, look, he just walked through the door.
There we are. There we are.
What's that? So, he's on a Aubameyang time.
All right, get mic'd up. Get mic'd
I
up,
reckon
Lee.
you should stand him down for this show. Stand him down for this show. He's not going to appear on Invincible's podcast this week. He's on a Aubameyang time. No excuses,
Yeah,
mate.
that's true. It's the second time he's been late as well, isn't it? Yeah, I reckon, yeah, you know. And we were sitting there worried for his life, saying that he's coming in on the train.
Yeah, come
on.
on.
He lives in a sort of mainly Tottenham area.
He just lives up the road from me.
Yeah, but we're saying
Tottenham.
Tottenham are playing at home today, and I saw loads of them when I was driving in, right? So I'm thinking he's on the train. He might be.
Yeah,
he might have problems today.
I come up through Oakwood today.
Oh, you come a different route.
There's no overgrown train.
Oh, there's no trains. No trains. All right. Well, that's his excuse. What do you reckon?
Listen,
If Aubameyang would have said that, innit?
still, I'm with Laurie.
Listen, mate.
There he is.
Listen, at AFTV, we've got a thing called non-negotiables. I'm sorry.
He comes late, he calls us like,
Fucking hell, you're pointing up! Huh? I don't believe that!
tune into Forever Arsenal.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Morning, lads!
It's good to see you.
afternoon, mate.
Afternoon,
Afternoon.
yeah.
You have a good
Merry Christmas!
You have a good Christmas?
Yeah, lovely, thanks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good family
Really nice,
time.
yeah, really nice. Very
You?
thanks.
Yeah, good.
Good.
I didn't
Good.
do that much, but it's a nice
No,
day.
no, nice chill out one night, you know, so
That's what
very
it's
nice.
about, man. Family, chill,
Yeah.
relax.
Couple of sherbets.
I didn't have a drink yesterday because I had a few on Christmas Eve, and I didn't have, but I will have a drink when I get home tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, but don't say that because it
a
goes
celebratory
against
drink,
my
let's
hard
hope.
image if you say something like that.
Well, listen. We were just saying that, you know, today's game is very important, you know, because we want to maintain that top 4 position.
We live, and I.
We are live, yeah, of course we're live. You're live.
Oh, John Rose last night. 4 bottles of beer, a champagne, everything like that.
But Lee, it's going to be intriguing today to see what type of team Arsenal put out. I'm going to put this to all you guys because the thing is about it, right, what's really interesting is that obviously go to Norwich, bottom of the table, don't want to take any team lightly, but literally we were saying we got a game in 2 days, but when you really work it out, we got a game today, rest tomorrow, then another game on Wednesday, another game
Tuesday.
on the 28th, on Tuesday, against Wolves, who are not playing because their game with Watford got
They've got an
cancelled.
advantage, haven't they?
So they're going to be fresh.
Pressure.
So do you go with the same team that's been winning all the games and don't change the lineup, or do you say to yourself, with that Wolves game in mind, do you make a few changes?
I see what you're saying, but I think now, with the way things are, I just think you've got to take it game by game. Just, you know, make sure you get this game won, and then, like, you know, what's going on at the moment. It could, I don't know if it'd be on or not. Like, you know what I mean? With
On Tuesday.
yeah, on Tuesday.
But
So
Leeds Villa just got postponed on Tuesday. It just popped up on my phone now.
Oh,
that's
just-
been postponed just now.
But then I think in the case of the Wolves Watford game, it wasn't really the Wolves game.
No, it's nothing to do.
When the
you know,
Wolves players
so-
were with the COVID, it was the Watford
you know,
players.
Crystal Palace wanted to get the game called off, didn't they? Like, you know, but
Yeah.
you know, only Spurs are allowed to get games called off. Like, you know.
Don't forget United too.
Oh yeah, United too. Like, you know, Harry Kane apparently went up to the FA. And had a word. I said, you know who I am? England captain. I can do what I want. Oh, you want the game off? You want Christmas off? You can have it, mate. You know what I mean?
But for you, strong.
Strong today.
Same.
I'm going to say this now. I might throw this one out. I think Eddie might start instead of Lacazette today because I think if you're looking at Wednesday's game is going to be they're going to be defending in numbers, and I think we need someone to just. You know, like those little passes and all that, where today I think it'll be a little bit more open. So I think Lacazette's more important on Tuesday than today.
I'm with you on that one. I said that just before.
You said that earlier, yeah.
think.
Did I? Did you?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
great minds think
Yeah,
alike, so
come
we
on,
should.
you know what it is.
Don't worry about the logs over there. Like. The late logs and over that way, like, you know what I mean? Unreal. And that right, Joshy boy?
No, but I agree. I think when you look at the performance on Tuesday and some of the standout names, Eddie, Pepe, and then you look at Wolves, you said it before the stream, we've got 3 games in 6 days, and this, on paper, well, even forget the paper, it's the easiest one of the lot. So surely we can mix it up a lot. For example, Tommy Asu came off against, in our last Premier League game, I'd probably start Cedric today, just to have Tommy ready for Wolves and Man City.
Yeah.
You know, Cedric had a good game against Sunderland. You know, I'd mix it up a bit. Cedric, Eddie, Pepe. I'd hope to see them today because Wolves, as we saw against Chelsea,
Maitland-Niles, maybe a shout.
yeah.
I hear you guys, but I think the danger of doing what you're suggesting is that the mindset of the team is that we're going to win this game.
Great point.
I'm not. I would
go strong.
No, I would go strong. I would start with the same team that's won the previous couple of games. If things are going well, then you can make changes. Well, you can make changes anyway, but I would go strong. I think if you start making changes, the mindset starts to change a little bit. Players walk out there thinking, man, we're going to do this. All of a sudden, Norwich get a goal.
Great point.
And you could look on it and say that, you know, the other night, none of those guys have played, so they've all had a rest and they're already ready for this game.
Yeah.
And also, this is you don't want to start off this sort of period with a loss or even a draw.
Absolutely.
You need a win. So that team that played against Leeds, that team that played against West Ham, Southampton, unchanged. For me, really, I think I'd go with Laurie, and I'd stick with that team, and then let's just see what we do against Wolves. You know,
and I'd like to make one other point as well, right? And I'd be interested to hear you guys' thoughts on this. I must admit, I'm getting a little bit fed up with these managers, players coming out saying, "Oh, we need breaks." Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like 2 games in, was it 3 days? Come on, you're professional athletes.
I love to play games. I prefer
I
to play
mean,
games and
do we
train.
not always hear the mantra from players, I'd rather play than train? Here we are.
Do you feel differently because COVID, like on a normal season, I'd probably agree with you, but because of the Finn squad's COVID and the
There'd still be
going
money,
around,
There'd still be money.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, obviously, if you're affected by COVID, then obviously, you know, I mean, you've got more cause for concern, more cause to moan.
which Wolves will have an advantage going into Tuesday's game because now they haven't played. They're going to be going into that game almost a week since they've played. They're going to be
So
fresh.
with no football,
it's
though.
8-9
They're
days.
not-
Yeah,
It's over a week.
Yeah, so they've had all that time. They're training. They're ready for the game. Arsenal would have played a game today, a day off, then another game.
midday.
But
not
we're
even,
back already.
Never going to
We've
be able
been
to go with the
playing,
same
you know
team
what I
for
mean?
that game.
It's,
And it's an early kick-off as well. That's a good point.
Yeah. First game of the.
So there is a disadvantage for Arsenal going into that game. So I can see
well,
that.
not
but
necessarily,
Especially
because
a
we're
Wolves
back
side.
already and we're in form.
Especially a
What would
Wolves
you
side
rather
that
be?
work hard.
That's a good thing. I think it would be a massive advantage if we weren't in form, but we are in form. So I think if we can keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
Listen, when you're winning games,
Games can't come quick enough.
Can't come quick enough,
Yeah.
and tiredness doesn't affect you so much. So, you know, that's a good point.
That's why you go strong. If you go into half-time with a healthy lead and you can make subs, that's an ideal scenario. You start the same team, what Robbie and Laurie saying, you go in half-time, 2-0 up, 3, whatever. You can change it up and they're still fresh for Wolves.
Ada says, I missed yesterday's stream, happy holidays. And Ian says, am I seeing double here? 4 Robbies. You know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. False Manager says here, Pepe, ESR, and Nketiah Cedric are not going to start. And to say it's an easy day, they'll be fighting for a place. So I think he's saying that those players will be fighting for a place. I mean, Eddie Nketiah just scored a hat-trick. So do you say the guy's on fire, throw him in? You know, Arteta's been singing his praises, talking about how hard he's been working in training.
Yeah,
Is it time to throw him in?
Lacazette against Wolves, ideal, because you need to do something against Wolves that's a bit different.
And he might be that player who
defenders.
couldn't play those games in quick succession.
Yeah. I'd say Eddie today makes sense.
All right, Amre says, Merry Christmas and a happy Boxing Day to you all. I would start with our best 11 against Norwich and Wolves. Manchester City, allow it. It goes 6 points out of 9 is fine by me. So it's like he's saying,
Scratch that.
scratch the Man City game.
You know, I'm not buying that.
I don't hate on that. I don't hate
No,
on
I'm
that.
not buying on that though.
Because
I think
let's be
we're
honest,
home.
man. Norwich is a very winnable game. Wolves is a winnable game. Man City less so. Let's just put
Yeah,
it
it
like
is.
that.
But
we are at
imagine
home.
if he was to win that game and we are at home. If we was to win that game. That's
No,
a
no, no.
massive-
Yeah, I hear you.
massive-
What I'm saying is
massive thing.
focus on these next 2. Let's
Oh,
think
yeah,
about
yeah.
Man City after.
We've got a couple of days off after that.
yeah,
Tuesday,
yeah,
what
yeah.
was it, Tuesday? So we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to see too many changes because you give off the impression and the vibe that we're rolling into town, we're expecting 3 points. That in itself will wind Norwich up even more. And I would say as well that Dean Smith, he's actually got a very good record against Arsenal recently.
He has got a good record against Arsenal. We got a good record against Norwich, though. Remember, his record against Arsenal's been with Villa.
Yeah.
You know,
But he's obviously found a way to beat us 3 times.
yeah, but with better players. So Ben Halls says, just been announced that Aubameyang, Pepe, El Neni and Partey don't have to leave for the AFCON till after the Man City game. Now a huge boost for us on the short term. That is true. All the players playing in African Cup of Nations don't have to leave now until after that game, which will help. Martin into hashtag says it's a free hit. And then he laughing emojis, lead judges.
I've just said.
You're never going to let him forget.
They don't let nothing go, do they?
Let it go, let it go, let it go. No, you know, there's no such thing as a free hit. We're not playing cricket.
Would you start Pepe today?
No. I'm with you guys.
Same team.
Same team. Smith Rowe comes in before Pepe. You know, like. You know,
And to me,
I'm
Saka's
a
got to
fan of
start
Pepe,
today.
but I agree with Lee. You go strong.
You've got to start Saka. Saka's been on fire.
You don't think the Emil Smith Rowes or the Sakas would understand being taken out today because of the bigger games coming up? If I was a player being left out of this one like a Saka, I'd start Pepe today because I think 2 assists and a goal in midweek. I think it's Norwich. I think Pepe can handle it. And I think Saka would understand, or Emil Smith Rowe might understand that Wolves and Man City are the big games, and this is what we're here for, the big.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's just coming in my head. You know what I mean? That what you've got to think about, like the players like Pepe and players like that, they're not going to be here after January. So, you could actually risk getting one of your players that's going to be in after January, getting injured. So you might maybe it's worth just taking.
Because of AFCON?
Yeah, just say like playing him in the next couple of games because.
Wait, did Ivory Coast make it?
Yeah.
Because
Pepe's in
for
there.
instance, you know, if Smith Rowe plays 2 games and then breaks down, and then you're losing Pepe after January, so he might, you know, that may come into
Smart, yeah.
may come into the equation. All this.
Yeah.
Listen, you know me, I'm a fan of Pepe. I've said so many times, and I would like to see him get more
Like
minutes.
Aubameyang and all, didn't he?
I do.
Yeah,
But I think, from my perspective, if I'm the manager, you start with strong team.
It's out. I can see these 2 there. I've seen it. It's out.
Let's go through it.
Let's see if I'm right.
Just before you do that, Turkish, let me just say, Shref says, as we end the year with Arsenal game, which Arsenal game was the best and worst? Please give a history on Boxing Day importance for outstation fans. Going for a 4-1 win, but it's Arsenal, so...
I'm actually confused here, you know. I think we need to get into the lineup.
Right, let's get into the lineup. Turkish, you've got it.
Cool. Ramsdale back in goal.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know what shape we're going with, but I'm just going to read the names out. White, Holding, Gabriel, Tierney.
Holding.
I can't really. Maybe White's played right back before. I know for
He has played right back before.
Well, that's ridiculous. If you've got
So
Cedric,
you said
is Cedric
Holding,
not
so
fit?
is he?
Cedric's not even on the bench.
So he might be ill. So
Yeah,
that's
so-
a go with that then.
Okay, Partey, Xhaka in the middle. They return Saka, Odegaard, and Martinelli behind Lacazette. So the same front four as the ones we've been winning.
Yeah.
So it's just one change.
So
Holding.
just one change is Holding.
So obviously Cedric's got
for Tomiyasu.
maybe,
For Tommy- so there's no-
maybe COVID or something like
Yeah,
that.
there's no Tomiyasu or there's no Tomiyasu. There's no Cedric in the squad, and of
Yeah.
course
Chambers is isolated.
Chambers is out with
COVID.
COVID. So that's all the right backs down.
Yeah.
So it's got to be.
I'm surprised Tavares though, because he's played right back for us and he's ball-footed.
Is he on the bench?
He's on the bench.
he's
Yeah,
on the bench.
Leno. The bench is Leno, Tavares, Mari, El Neni, Charlie Patino makes
on.
it. Lokongo, Pepe, Smith Rowe, and Eddie Nketiah. No, Aubameyang, of course, again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Ooh.
So basically, apart
So
from
no-
that forced change with the injury, it's the same team.
Same.
It's the same team.
So I'm
Yeah.
glad he's done that.
Yeah.
He's listened to me.
He has, he's
obviously
listened
said,
Well
Laurie,
Yes,
done,
that's
Mikel. You've
gotta
listened
be-
to Laurie. Well done.
Surely that's got to be a case of it's got to be COVID or something.
It's got to be. He'll probably announce it before
Because the
game.
Tomiyasu thing, I mean, I looked at Arsenal's website. Excuse me. I looked at Arsenal's website, and there was no, apart from the injuries we know about and the people out with COVID, there was nobody else
Yeah, listed.
missing. List is missing. So I would think the Tomiyasu one sounds like it's looking like that's COVID.
We need
Well,
to
it might
find
be just
out.
a precaution because of the calf injury he had, didn't he,
came
against
off.
Leeds.
Yeah, he did come off against Leeds.
So he might be
20,
like just
25 minutes
keeping
to
him
go.
fresh for.
But Ben White has played a right back before,
Yeah.
hasn't he?
Yeah. It looks like Tierney will
Well,
probably run forward.
Maitland
and then,
Knowles, is he on the bench?
no.
No.
no, he's
on
got
the bench.
COVID, hasn't
Is he?
No,
Well,
he's,
so-
I
he
don't
was
think
ill.
he's
So
got
he would
COVID.
have-
They said he
He
was
was
ill, but they didn't say he had actually
So
had
he would have
COVID.
fitted,
No, it
he
wasn't
would have
COVID.
fitted in the right back, wouldn't he? So
Yeah.
four down, really.
Surprised
So what do you
Newcastle's
guys?
cancelled the game.
Let's get
We
the
don't moan about it, do we? Just get on with it.
Maybe if we hadn't have been playing Norwich, we might have done.
let's get the Norwich team.
Yeah.
We know that they've been missing players as well. In goal is Gunn, so change a goalkeeper for them.
Oh, yeah, 'cause,
Williams, Gibson, Kabak is back, and Max Aarons.
Yeah.
A midfield of McLean and Gilmore, of course, is on loan from Chelsea. And then they've got Sargent, Dowell, Placheta, and Pookie up front. That's their team.
They're missing a couple of attacking players as well.
Yeah.
Rads, I forgot his name, but Rad something.
Yeah.
I know he's vital.
But they've
to
got
their-
Kabak back. which
Kroll's
will-
not in
they-
goal, so he's not bad.
No Krul in goal, and they got Kabak back, so I guess they'll be glad to have got him.
Gunn,
got him
is
back.
that Brian Gunn's son, is it?
I
Yeah,
think so.
it
I
is,
think it is, yeah.
So
what
those are the teams. So guys, so in seeing the team, are you happy? Obviously, we would
Well,
have loved to
ideally,
see
like
Cedric
right
or
back, wouldn't
Tomiyasu.
Yeah, ideally, Tavares would have started for me, but it's Norwich, I guess.
See, we don't. You keep saying that.
No, I said it against Sunderland, and I'm going to say against Norwich. We are Arsenal Football Club. I know we are not the Arsenal we know of 15 years ago, 20 years ago, but 2 years into management, 150 million spent, decent form against the poorer sides this season. We should handle Norwich. Whatever 11 we... Not
Yeah,
whatever
I
11,
get that. It's just you keep saying
Yeah,
it's Norwich, it's Norwich.
Oh,
That might bite me.
I don't want the players to have that attitude.
I'm with you on that, but there's always that.
got to be
at this
focused.
moment with Mikel and the team, there's always that little doubt in my mind. The Everton game, you know what I mean, and we should go on and win this convincingly, but there's always that. There's someone on my shoulder going, oh, look at Everton, you know what I mean?
And the away form's not been great, has it?
That's why I'm glad we had the leads in between, because
And
we
it's
needed
Boxing
that.
Day. Remember that quite a few, about 3
Southampton.
years ago, Southampton.
Don't. Don't.
Right, so we don't want to repeat that. And you go to play teams on Boxing Day, the fans are up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? There's a good atmosphere,
it's not
But,
easy.
but listen, the atmosphere is not going to be better than what it was at Leeds, right? You know what I mean? And Arsenal handled that. Arsenal have got to go there. I agree with what you're saying. We don't want to be complacent and say it's Norwich, because it's the Premier League. And if you're complacent against any team in the Premier League, you can end up on the back end of a poor
Yeah.
result. but it is Norwich. We're supposed to beat Norwich. They are bottom.
Yeah.
They are bottom of the league, and we're fourth.
exactly.
We're supposed, you couldn't really hope for a better game, being real, unless it was, Norwich at home.
At home, yeah.
Over this Christmas period, we made hard work of Norwich
Yeah,
when we played them in the league.
Scrappy goal.
But I think we've improved a lot.
Yeah, do you know who scored the goal in that game?
Yeah, Birmingham.
Or falling into the net.
But
Somebody had to do it.
I think we've improved a lot since that. We've had a couple of impressive results. I'm confident today of a win. I'm confident today. I think we might get a few goals today as well. I think it might be sort of tight to start off with, but I'm confident like a 3-1 today.
Yeah, I think maybe clean sheet today as well. I'm going 3-0.
3-0,
Yeah, I think clean sheet.
I'm going to go 3-1.
And the first time we played them was off the back of that first 3 losses, and then it was international break, and then it was Norwich at home, where everyone was like, this is where the season's meant to start. And it was a scrappy one,
Funny team, Norwich as well. In Turkish, right? I've seen them play a couple of games. I was like, actually, they played all right. But then I see them play some other games, and I'm like, yeah, they're shocking. You know what I mean? So they are a bit of a strange team, you see. But come on, Arsenal.
If we can go there today and get an early goal and settle down and just be professional, I think.
Like the Leeds game.
Like the Leeds game, start quick on the front foot, take the game to Norwich. You're talking about a team that's at the bottom of the league, so you take the game to them, get an early goal, get into them.
Well, they're not going to come out.
Then their confidence, their confidence goes. But a draw for Norwich is a good result today. A draw for us is a poor result.
Yeah, it's got to be 3 points today.
I'm going to say that we win by at least 2 clear goals, but the attitude has to be right. It's got to be prepared. And I'm sure Arteta, you see the way
this is a big week.
It's
a big week. I'm sure he's telling a couple of those players, look, you got 50 minutes out there, 60 minutes out there, get it done. And then we're going to roll on to Wolves, take you off and stuff. So
let's be honest, we've got no European football. There's no excuses.
No, I'm with you on that.
Let's
no
go
excuses.
there and do a job, man.
Well, let's get predictions. So you're going.
I'm going for a win, and I'm going for 2 clear goals. So
Score out.
3-1.
Rather loud brothers 3-1.
I said 3-1 as well. I'm only going. I think you might concede because that switch in the right back position. I'm confident in Ben White, but I've never really seen him play there before. So, but if Tomiyasu was in there, I'd be more than confident with a clean sheet. But I'll go 3-1.
3-0. I'm sticking
3-0?
with it. Yeah, clean sheet.
So that's the clean sheet save for everyone. I'll still stick with me 2-0. But I think it'll be a tough game today. I don't think it'll be easy.
Won't be easy. Let me just remind everybody of the team again. Arsenal team in goal: Ramsdale. Ben White will play as a right back. Holding and Gabriel. Kieran Tierney. Partey, Xhaka, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and Lacazette. That's a strong starting lineup, but missing. Obviously it's missing. Tomiyasu. So that's a big blow. And missing Cedric as the backup as well. Subs, should I say? Leno, Tavares, Mari. By the way, Mari's back in. And they were saying that he had COVID, wasn't
he did, yeah.
So he's back. El Neni, Patino. Charlie Patino gets rewarded for his goal during the week. Lokonga,
he's
Pepe.
back as well, Lokonga. Wasn't he out with COVID?
Lokonga was out with COVID as well, Pepe, Smith Rowe, and Eddie Nketiah. That is the team to face Norwich today. Guys, we're going to be doing the stream, of course, so make sure you check that out. That's going to be coming up. What time do we start at? About?
2:45.
2:45. So make sure you join us to watch along to that game. We've also got the guys at the game, Cecil, James, they're at the game today. They're going to be speaking to fans afterwards and getting their point of view. And of course, at the end of the game, we'll be doing full time where you guys get a chance to have your say as well. We're going to put a number up during the stream where you can get in contact with us via WhatsApp. Send us your video of what you thought of the game. We'd love to hear from as many of you as possible after the game. But looking forward to this one. This is a big opportunity for Arsenal to get 3 points, put a bit of pressure on Chelsea. Arsenal win this game today, they'd be 3 points behind Chelsea, with Chelsea going into quite a difficult game at 5:30 against Aston Villa. So, lots of things to be gained from this. But we did say that in the Everton game as well. We always, like Lee said, we've always got that at our back of our mind, that Everton game, right? If the Leeds the team that play Leeds turn up or West Ham, we should be all right today. But
Yeah.
if the Everton one turns up, we got problems. Got to win this game today. The guys will be joining me back for the watch along coming up very soon. So see you guys then.